Hey guys, Levi here with another video. Today we're going to shine a little light on Grandpa's old favorite brand, Case Knives. But this one is not Grandpa's case. Stick around and I'll show you why. Alright guys, here we are. Now, the reason why I said it's not your grandpa's case is because I haven't really seen. I'm sure they've done it before, perhaps, maybe. I didn't do a whole ton of research because when I think of case knives, I think of the old reddish hued pink scaled folders with 2 to 3 blades, possible double folders or triple folders, or nice one, one nice, jackknife style folder. But this particular knife caught my eye, and it's newer for this year as far as I can tell. And it comes with decent blade steel, it comes with decent scales, and it comes more updated looking than your typical case knife that you think of right off the top of your head. This is a little different. This is more up to date. This is something more that I would just carry on an everyday basis. I think something for the newer generations and for, Grandpa as well. I'm sure Grandpa would love this knife. But anyway, let's get right to it. All right. So it came in the mail undamaged from Amazon. The knife retails for around $160 through case, or what they suggest it should be sold for. On Amazon, you get around $130. The way I acquired the knife was I actually applied for their little chase card. Then they give you a $150 gift card and credit to your account. So I went ahead and did that. Got the card within a couple minutes, literally approved for it within a couple minutes. And next thing I know, I got $150 to play with on my Amazon account. I wanted this knife. It's $133, give or take. I'm a Prime member, so it was free shipping. So went ahead and ordered it. It came within a couple days, which is, here lately, Prime hasn't been doing the 2-3 day stuff. They've been doing whenever they effing feel like it. But anyway, she came in the mail undamaged. All right, we got us a box here so far. Got a case knife in a case. Anyway, let's see what we got. All right, some warranty information just fell out. So we have some nice boxing material here. I mean, it's almost displayable at this point. Okay, let's take her out. And obviously it's a flipper. So we got a flipper knife. It's got frame lock. And it's got a deep pocket clip. And we got some aluminum barrel spacers. From my view, these look pretty big. I need to adjust my settings for my focus because it just focuses on the background or my forehead. All right, let's flip this thing out. Now that was very smooth. That was a very smooth flip out right there. It has a lock bearing, okay, on the axis there. Again with the frame lock. Very nice. No play. Thing just snaps right out of there real nice and butter-like. I'm partial to the Tanto, but they also have spear point blades as well. We got some jimping going on here on the spine. Just a little bit right there. Just enough to kind of choke up if you need to. So right off the bat, this thing feels great in my hand. I have large hands. So this is a fairly large knife. 4 3/4 inches closed is what the box said, I believe. Okay. S30 VN blade steel. So that's a pretty high-end blade steel for, your typical case knife. But at $130 odd, it better be, right? Okay, well, cool. She looks good. So I got anodized red. It looks more like Merlot in this lighting. And you can obviously flip your deep pocket clip over and put it over here. This thing opens up like my Osborne. I mean, it's very, very smooth. It just kind of hits real nice. I got knives that they open up. They're flipper knives or they're axis lock knives. That, well, not real axis lock. Like certain different brands own version of axis lock. Like this here is a SOG. Okay, I was gonna do a video. I did a video on the SOG, but I lost the video. But I didn't care because, you know, I mean, it would help you guys. But this SOG is, it's a good knife. But it was $54, $55. Okay. The only good thing about this knife that I can really agree with, that I really like, is this Cryo D2, where they take the steel and the hardening process is different. And they, instead of just, you know, heat treating the knife, they also heat treat it more extremely by using cryo temperatures like -400 degrees. Okay. And that changes the steel structure and grains in the steel and makes it that much more stronger and makes it edge retention that much nicer. I like the shape of the knife, and I like its, you know, it works really well. It's got a good balance. But this axis lock, well, their version of the axis lock, or whomever's version, whatever started first, this thing is like, it feels like sand's in there from the get. Now, it, you know, you can open and close it, you know, it just doesn't feel smooth. This, on the other hand, this flipper feels smooth. I do have cheaper CRKT knives. They're less expensive than this SOG. And they open up like nothing. They open up like, I mean, it's just smooth as silk. It's just something I know. So I may have to take this knife apart if I ever get down to feeling like it. Put it on some 2000 grit wet sandpaper, the little bushings inside the washers. And maybe I can smooth it up and lubricate it, and we can get a better flip action out of it. But really, I mean, it's a flipper as well, but it's got its own locking mechanism. And it's, you know, and there's no blade play. I mean, overall, it's a good knife, but it's just not SOG's best. I mean, SOG sacrificed, I feel like, the guts of this knife for the blade steel to keep it at a price point at $55. So maybe because it's at a $55 price point for me, again, on Amazon, then I probably shouldn't complain too much. It does have a good coating. I've been using this knife. I have used it, and the coating's hardly blemished at all. But all that to say that Case really made something here that opens up quite nicely. There's a bearing lock inside the pivot, okay? So sometimes words escape me, and I'll say the wrong ones, but there's that jimping on the spine. The swedging looks really good on the top here. And this is more of a stone washed steel, but it's got a little shine to it. But overall, I'm really liking this. 4 3/4 inches closed. Let me get out my ruler here and let's see how. And my measurement, it's at 7 inches and 15/16 overall length open. So again, very long. Okay. And if you got large hands, guys, this is a good knife for you. So far, let's see how sharp this one is. All right, do the old paper test. You gotta find that blade edge too. You know, like if you don't know how to cut paper, I mean, your blade geometry is everything. So once you find that sweet spot, you should be able to cut through, you know, pretty much anything if it's sharp. So yeah, we can even do little squigglies, little pubies. So there we go. So I consider that pretty sharp. Not the easiest blade steel to sharpen. All right, so that's cool. Let's see if she'll do the old arm shave. Yep. So we got some shave action going. This thing's a little hefty. It's got to be, I don't know. Got a mic around here somewhere. Yeah, I would put that blade thickness right at 1/8 of an inch. So it's a hefty blade. I mean, you see that? I mean, that's a hefty blade. It's a hefty knife, but you know what? She doesn't weigh a whole lot. Let's see how much she weighs. She comes in at 3.45 ounces on my scale. All right, guys. I think this is going to clear it up. And so, you know, the next video on this knife will be an actual review. This is an overview. This is, you know, most of my videos are just right out the box, checking the knife out, you know, looking at it, seeing if I like it so far. And then you got to go put them to work. You got to go out and, you know, take them to work and start cutting ropes, breaking down boxes, opening up boxes, cutting hoses, you know, pulling shrapnel out of your arm, you know, whatever. Cutting yourself open to push a cyst out or something from, you know, whatever. You maybe got hairy man syndrome and you got a little bump somewhere. Take your pocket knife, you cut it open, you push it out like a man, and, you know, I'm not a doctor. I'm not telling you how you should take care of your wounds or anything like that. Good sharp knife, good to go, you know. A little alcohol on there, some super glue, and you should be okay. But I'm not a doctor. Don't listen to me. You know, talk to your doctor or practitioner about stuff like that. But anyways, so far, first glance, off the cuff, right out of the box. Hell, I mean, even right on the site itself on Amazon, I kind of took a notice to the knife. And I actually like holding this knife right now. I mean, she's really good for me. So let's put her to work this week, and maybe I'll do a short, and, you know, we'll see how much I like it. I got, perhaps I'll do a short on this here SOG. This little flipper Terminus. Everyone's going on about the Terminus. Not the biggest fan. I'm like, you know, it's whatever. But Cryo D2, it's a smaller knife, but it's got a lot of cutting edge. And maybe we can get in a nice good review on this one too. But anyway, guys, my time's up here. Trying to do shorter videos. Somehow managed to pack in 3 knives in that video a little bit. But anyways, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, share, all that stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one.